Here inside the game. This is it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. UQ versus TaSe is live here on Inside the Game, powered by Speakeasy.net. And starting on the Axis side is Raveneye, XPass, Jauhis, Mystic, Saint, and Jaffo. Over they go. Jaffo gonna have to pick up Mystic. 1-2 as sport fire. Mr. Medic Aim is suddenly a field ops as well, and TaSe now gonna send Future and Logic up to that side entrance, picking up 1, picking up 2. Self-kills coming from the UQ side. Here goes TaSe. Grenades forward into that 4 bunker. And we see again Future just lying in wait. We have 2 to 3 medics there for the Hungarian outfit of TaSe. They'll slowly funnel in towards that flag. What about the side entrance? Dynamite is yellow, being armed right now by Nonix. It will go in unchallenged. And that command post is about to be constructed by Raveneye in there. So there won't be anything to hold them off just there. And they'll push on forward. We see XPass just holding off in that flag area on his own. Down, double grand frag from US Army, nicely done. And with a grenade in their hand, the airline side will cap that 4 bunker right before respawn time. Raveneye, Jauhis both picked up by those Thompson frags of Nonix. And now, as the TaSe side funnel across towards the command post, 3, 2, 1, boom on the dynamite at the side entrance. The command post is up, but there's no access in sight. And this is bad news for UQ. Nonix drop. Is he going to be gibbed? He is not. Pandafaust strikes, but it's too little too late. In goes the satchel charge. And boom, we see that UQ side in all sorts of trouble on their radar defense. Forward they will go. Allied side coming in with a revive. Who was that push in? I missed it. The construction going in from Nonix now. 4 players for TaSe are there, and UQ having to fall all the way back now. Self-kills coming in from the TaSe side. They'll hold forward. Mystic is there. Rambo position, but he got the self-kill in as well. And here comes the UQ defense. They're going to have Raveneye and Jaffo set up at the east radar pods, both raining in a frag apiece. Sorry, XPass picking up that 1 on US Army. XPass pushing forward with the MP40. Going to drop a grenade on CS401's body, and they'll hold off. Self-kills coming in by both he and Raveneye. Here come TaSe once again. 2 field ops, 2 medics funneling out of that command post exit will push on up towards east radar. Interesting to see how UQ will do this. Looks like Raveneye is going to rotate from medic and rifle nade, keep the landmines down in place, and then switch to medic the next spawn when an SMG is going to be more useful to a crossfire. Who needs a crossfire when you got Mystic picking up 1, 2. TaSe losing 2 players there. East radar pods picked up, dropped instantly, and I can't see if they've been reclaimed yet. They have not. They're sitting just a meter away from the actual radar itself. CS41 is there. Logic backing him up too. Revive will go in. They'll pick up those parts, try to relay race them up the hill. They may need it as Logic goes up, takes some bullets in the back, but with the med packs, he gets himself just out of there in the nick of time, and the east radar parts will move away towards that command post, but the main focus of this UQ defense was the west radar parts. Now, UQ did play Warning and ET Cup today on radar and Oasis. It was the old Oasis, but on radar, they set a time of 4 minutes and full held that. So offense is certainly a strength for them, but can they go on from that? Because right now, offense is another strength that their opposition is demonstrating. Mystic and XPass double field up, pushing forward towards this truck, moving as a unit, picking up 1, 2. Palaka with a Thompson frag, dropping Raveneye. Raveneye hits the deck, and Palaka will make his way underneath the main bridge. He will slowly coming back from Axis respawn route, going through. Mystic with the 1 and 2 artillery frags, one of them though being a team frag, and Palaka will get dropped as he made his way up to the hill to try and drop a few shots over towards west radar parts. Reminder for you, these radar parts are in Hungarian hands, not secure in the back of that truck, but are now doing so. In they go. TaSe sending 1, 2 players in through the main, not making their way across easily. TaSe also having US Army slowly getting destroyed as he went through that front entrance. Though they now rack up the 1, the 2, the 3, and Leno, Jaffo, and Mystic all hitting the deck here. 3 individual frags for the TaSe side, moving as a unit. Double self-kill coming in from the UQ side, who now have to get positions back, knowing that TaSe have challenged them here. Going into Axis spawn was US Army there. Jao is back in position. Fire coming across from the fake spinny radar, and they'll push back across. TaSe with Nonix picking up the ACP frag on XPass. CS41 is just dropped by a combination of 2 players in Axis respawn. Raveneye prones down, dropping some MP40 shots across to Palaka, who used those med packs for his own good and gets out of there. Double self-kill again from UQ with a 3rd out for the count. That'll be 3 spawning up, and they're holding off, but it's becoming expensive. Up to the East radar pods they go. West radar pods they go. US Army dropped a support fire in, pushing UQ further back. The only player that didn't push back was Jauhis, and he dropped him as he went for the jump to those radar pods. Luger frag from Raveneye. Jaffo coming in with a Thompson, but then equalized out by Nonix, up on the hill, and forward this Hungarian army will go. 7 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock. Here come TaSe though. 2 up at the West radar pods. 1 very quick tap out. Nonix left on his own. US Army going to back him up. They drop down. West radar pods now funneling away from the West radar itself. Raveneye dropped. He was the only man that could have stopped Nonix, and Nonix will push up towards the command post past East radar pods as Future Logic, and then Future again will get 3 quick frags on the UQ side. These parts are away up towards the command post. Allies have the Axis locked right down. Oh no, that was a foolish mistake there. And XPAS with a double grenade blowing away Polaka and US Army, but it was Jaffo there that should not have been dropped by the artillery as he went for the revive on Mystic. That cost UQ big time. And now as the support fire goes forward, the Axis side have to funnel in. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 with a grenade! Boom! Future racking up annihilation frag with a grenade. Mystic, Saint, Jaffo, and Jauhis blown away. And the Hungarians set a time of 5 minutes 37. It's a good time. And UQ up against it. It's right on it. This game could go either way on Inside the Game.
4 out of 5 dentists agree that listening to Radio ITG has absolutely no positive effect on your teeth.
So apparently the odds are 1 in 5 that your teeth are actually getting whiter at this very moment. You can thank us later.
This is the new Radio ITG.
Boy, oh boy, doesn't Radar bring out some excitement? You've gotta love Radar. It simply adds that RTCW trick of bringing in something out of nothing with document runs. It's so beach-like, it's so brilliant, and if only Radar would have played as much as Supply Depot. 2 players left to ready up. What can UQ do now? Because TaSe really set an aggressive time there. 5 minutes and 37 seconds. It all comes down to the first stage, I would say. If TaSe can hold that first stage for 2 minutes or more, which is a tall order on Radar, but if they can come up with a strong first stage, deny them some plants, it's all they gotta do. Just one-man panzer out the engineers who went for the plant, rifle nade the engineers who went for the plant, just hold off. Then UQ are right up against this and really are not in favor with it. But here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. UQ with it all to do as TaSe have set themselves a very, very nice time to defend. And now TaSe is there a sync with the Panzerfaust dropping 1, blowing away Polaka as he launched his own support fire though. Raveneye, Rifle, Garan, brilliant stuff as now Mystic will back him up as XPAS with a Thompson. That was not what TaSe wanted. 4 straight frags without reply. Allied side capping 4 bunker, make it 5, make it 6 straight frags for UQ since this match has started. And the Axis side have yet to get on the board. XPAS with 2, Jauhis with 1, Allies with the pause. We have a 999. XPAS just getting a little hot and flustered after racking himself up 2 frags there without reply. And really, cometh the hour, cometh the man there for UQ, because they needed something big, and they got exactly that. Some great stuff. We'll be right back as his connection returns to him in, well, hopefully just a moment. This is Inside the Game, powered by GameCloud.
News, reviews, music, play-by-play commentary, porn.
Porn. We'll do pretty much anything if the price is right.
Oh yeah, right there, yeah.
Shameless, proud, radio. ITG.
Now we're back here on Inside the Game. ETTV has taken the opportunity to reconnect one of them up. I'm going to take this opportunity to do exactly that and get some spam up as well. Where would I do that spam, honestly? I wouldn't stand a chance without some spam. Coming up later for you tonight on Inside the Game, Enemy Territory Fans, Creaturan versus Mystic. Mystic? Creaturan versus Mirage. There we go, I'll get there in the end. And let's get that spam going. Yes, I can spam. I have the power. As we just wait on XPAS to come back to us, and that was a brilliant start from UQ there. You want to talk about how you've got to take it when you're up against the time? Well, boom, that's how you got to do it. They had a real problem there of how do we play that? You know, a bad start, a bad stage, be it East, be it West, and we're really up against it because that's not a great time for an Axis team. But, you know, didn't matter to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight frags. You know, that's all you can do. All you can do is shoot the opponents. And every one of their opponents is down and dead. And UQ can only look at that as a positive aspect. You know, oh look, all of our opponents are dead. That's a bad thing. No, it's not. And build from that, and they have to build from that now, because you have the problem that, you know, you can start that first stage out oh so well, cap the 4 bunker, get the plant down on the east, but sorry, on side. But then what do you do? Because the dynamites have to blow. You have Saint about to go for the dynamite. You know, dynamites have to blow. That's going to take 30 seconds. What do you do in those 30 seconds? How do you make sure, you know, it's almost a wasted 30 seconds. And it's just a matter of now, you know, sit, chill, relax. XPAS is still missing, so we shall do exactly that. We'll sit, we'll chill, we'll relax. This is ITG.
So, like, I wanted to get a game server because my current one sucked, and I was like, I would sell my soul for a low ping. And then this voice came out of nowhere and was like,
I've got a low ping server for cheap.
and then I was like, yeah, and he was like,
Yes, give me your soul.
and I was all like, who are you? And he said,
GameDaemons.net. We've got low ping, low cost servers for the seriously elite gamers such as yourself.
so I asked him, I said, do you provide highly customizable, high-performance Unreal Tournament, Counter-Strike, and Doom 3 servers with an easy-to-use interface at low prices? And he said,
Yep.
and that's when the pink elephant on my shoulder exploded, and I got a GameDaemon server. GameDaemons.net has low-ping, high-performance gaming servers. They hooked me up. They'll hook you up too. GameDaemons.net.
So, it does look like XPAS is back. To those of you on ETTV having difficulties, I see Preds has reconnected. That's ETTV.fr. But the ever-present Nelly has told me that he and his elephant have gone to the toFOUR ATTV, and that is all good. GamesTV.org for those IPs, #GamesTV.org on QuakeNet. And as we look on, we're going to get this game back underway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go! And now, Jaffo makes his way back. Dynamite's going to go down on that main entrance any second now. The Axis team have just respawned. In it goes from Saint, sporting his nice Jay Leno tag, as we see Future up on the bridge. Now teams have to lock themselves down. They have a big period where the Axis are about to come down. And, you know, what do you do here as an Axis team? Well, they're sitting 3 players up on the bridge who are doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. They should sit up. You know, utilize this time. Pick up an extra engineer for a few seconds and get some land off your next engineer. You know, when you're in this position where you have to wait for the allies, drop an extra engineer in there and get the landmines up, because right now they have none. Cruiser frag coming in from Palaka at the side entrance. Palaka dropped by Mystics. Thompson forward. They will go. Command post is still in Axis' hands, but for how long? As ToSpoT US Army dropped by the pistol weapon skills of XPAS. Command post down as well. Just wait on the engineer to come on through there. ToSpoT sent up Logic. He's self-killed. He was solely in a scouting position there. East radar pot still completely down. And while they waited on the allies, not a single landmine was placed. Not a single, you know, that's just a small thing that now US Army has to do on his own rather than contribute to a crossfire. Just an interesting thought. Jauhnis coming in with drop by CS41's MP40. Now the command post will go up. Raveneye is there. They'll push on across. Raveneye and Mystic will lead the charge forward. They have themselves 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Jaffo picks up those radar pots. Can't get out of there in time. And Future and CS41 will rack themselves up an MP40 frag apiece. 3:30 on the clock now. You know, it's a very short time all of a sudden. But in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, you can get a lot of radar attacks in, as UQ will have to do. Raveneye coming in the Thompson frag. Bye-bye Nonix. Future is just guarding up with Logic and the spinning radar in the bridge. They're covering both areas. Two birds down with one stone, so to speak, as now Saint making his way across. Radar pots picked up by Jauhnis, backed away, backed up by Jay Leno, and we'll push our way up towards the side entrance. Jauhnis will make his way across them. That wasn't you know, East radar pots was not the focus for the ToSpoT defense. They're all about the west. They have landmines up. They are in position. The Nonix and CS41 downing XPAS and Saint with those MP40 frags. They'll push across. Raveneye prone down with the medic is trying to get his way out of there. He's in danger. He's a lone soldier, and now he'll pick himself up and will make his way across. again towards that bridge area. Prone down, Thompson out, just trying to spy himself up a lone Hungarian warrior that he can down. RavenEye might go for the trick jump. He does. He's in position, prone down. A very, very covert job here by RavenEye as the allied medic. About 75 HP, medpac's up. He's causing the TaSe team some difficulties. He's dropped with that MP40 though, and really, and UQ combined that with another attack, and it looks like the attack is going to come now from spawn, is it? Yes it is, but it's not going to be much. It's just going to be Mystic on his own who ends up self-killing. But had they combined, RavenEye's little diversionary tactics with something, then maybe they would have borne fruits from that. But here we go. TaSe have Nonix all the way back at Axis respawn. It's not a strong frontal defense. Main could really be pressed here because you got 3 players sat back in Axis respawn area and only 3 at the radar pods. If there was some coming in from main, they may be able to drop some fire down, but Logic will push back. Future is there as well, and now we have Nonix making his way around to add some fire down. 5 self-kills coming in from the allied side, from the Axis side. That allows RavenEye to skip a jump across. He picks up those west radar pods right now, and will push down 1 minute 30 seconds on the clock. 90 seconds, there we go. He pushes forward, radar pods dropped. Here come the Axis team. They're all out of position though. Surely they can capture on this. It's going to be Mystic to make the move in this. He will pick up those west radar pods now with 80 seconds left to go. Player to the left-hand side is Future. Down. Mystic with those west radar pods now funneling away towards the east, towards the command post. Palaka 1, Palaka 2. Mystic Jowhis both down. Axis team out of position, but they have held. They are still going. They have now to fall back. They have to get some defense up. Logic is down and out for the count. 1 lone allied spawn camper was there. Axis fire for effects down on that main entrance. Future is the only man up at west. Jowhis is making his way through Axis respawn, backed up by Jaffu. Jaffu dropped. Hook, line, and sinker, and Jowhis now with the Thompson going to push forward towards Future's position. He's holding off, and US Army will connect with him. RavenEye, though, coming over the bridge, unchallenged, will drop, will go for the jump. This is going to be the last attack from UQ. They push down. RavenEye now taking damage. He's dropped in under the bridge. He's got the radar pods, though. Sabotage from the rear. Saint dropped as well, and again, the Anxious will reclaim those pods. Radar looks like it's going to go to TaSe, and unless we see something miraculous here, it can be done in just 10 seconds, picking up and going straight through the main, but that just usually comes when there aren't any Axis playing on the server. Jowhis now is going to test the very time limit there. He's going to pick up the west radar pods with 7 seconds to go. He's taking some bullets. Medpac's out, getting shot from left, right, and center. 3, 2, 1, plucked out of the air with the radar pods in hand, and that is it. Allied side could not beat the clock despite being very aggressive, despite having those radar pods 4 times or so. Now TaSe have themselves the map advantage as we go on to Oasis. And really, the ball is in TaSe's court. This is ITG. We shall be right back after what was a brilliant map of radar there. And we'll be right back. This is a little... phone in. It'll be something of a reflection episode from E.T. days gone by. And here on Inside the Game, this is it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. As ToSpoT know that if they're still playing in 20 minutes, then they have beaten UQ and taken quite the scalp with it. But UQ, who on their offense against Warning today on Oasis were full health, now have to come up and try and beat that. Forward they will go. It's XPass, the last man standing on this side push. He prones down, drops one with the Thompson. His medics have gone because they were picked off before him. And now it is Logic going to come through. Axis 5 for Effect is down, and this attack has paled into insignificance as the MP40 shots have dropped in left, right, and center. Jaffo, though, making his way up to the back wall. Rifle nade dropped in by US Army, but US Army picked up by the team frag there, Future, in fact, before Jaffo was dropped himself. Is there to be an allied medic there that can back him up? Yes, it will be Nonix to go for the revive on US Army there. We see UQ once again pushing down the side entrance. There's going to be a Raven Eye to make the push. The US Army rifle nade up. Raven Eye getting a taste of his own medicine, or is he? It was going to be Jowis there that was dropped, and Jowis now waiting on a revive. Grenade! And Future comes in with a frag. Raven Eye too slow on the revive, and boom, he goes goodbye. And here comes Mystic, backed up by Jaffo. 3 medics down the side as Raven Eye's picked up. Nonix challenge down, and UQ have 3 Finnish players slowly making their way up. Oh, great grenade and MP40 combo coming in by CS4R1, and that has dropped that attack. Jaffo, Mystic, Raven Eye just swallowed up by the ToSpoT defense, and through they will go. Another allied player has made his way up to the back. It is Saint, aka Jay Leno, and CS4R1 again coming in with a vital MP40 frag as ToSpoT look to recover. The self-kills are, the respawn is in. Axis 5 for Effect is somewhat suicidal as CS4R1 jumps for his life, and but it does come in with 1 frag. It came with a team frag as well, but the dangerous Mystic has been picked off at the backside. Pred's ETTV2 has reconnected. That is ETTV.FR for your information, and the toFOUR ETTV does appear to be functioning well, from what I'm told. Rifle nade from US Army, dropped by Mystic. Self-kills coming in from the Axis side, though, and now they're back in a position. CS4R1 coming through, and now they have to make the push. Get out of the command post while the self-kills are in. Push before while there is no crossfire. With Saint just blocking that doorway, Jaffo's desperately trying to get past him, but he can't. US Army drop gibbed. Jaffo will come through. He's going to have to med up. He's backed up by Mystic to take the charge. Axis pause. For what reason, I am unknown. But, US Army has a mouse problem, and in 1 moment we'll get this back underway. So, what do we have for you on Inside the Game coming up in September? Well, September's going to be a brilliant, brilliant month, LAN-wise. Next week, Friday and Saturday, is the WCG USA Grand Finals, which then the winners go on to the World Finals. You know, the most anticipated match of 3D versus Cole should be there, I think, for CS, as well as games StarCraft, Warcraft 3, Halo 2. It's a brilliant tournament, WCG. If you ever get the chance to go to one of their, national qualifiers or to the World Finals, which this year will be in Singapore, take it. Take it with both hands. Here we go. We have UQ starting up with 3 players down the bottom. 3, 2, 1. XPaz and Raven Eye now lead the charge up the middle of the map, backed up by Jowis. Unchallenged as they go through. Now CS4 is there, dropping 1 with the MP40 XPaz. The Mystic, though, coming back with 2 Thompson frags. Nonix, Future, Logic, all hitting the deck, and now UQ. Oh, wow. Future, 1, 2, 3. Triple support fire, annihilation. XPaz, Jowis, and Jaffo all blown away by Hungarian dominance. Saints dropped his own support fire in. Will it get the same amount? No, it'll only get himself. Well, there you go. We got a real graveyard up here above the Axis respawn area as Raven Eye and Mystic will push on through. 17 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Logic pushes in. 1 and 2. Mystic, Raven Eye just destroyed by the Hungarian player there. And now Palaka coming in with the MP40 frag onto Jowis. Palaka taking an interesting position there. Just perched up, above the old city area, and is just spying anything that moves towards the flag. US Army with a rifle nade sends Jaffo to the next life, and Saint with a with a Pantherfaust that failed. Pantherfaust Oasis offense first stage. It's a tactic that you rarely see for the fact that there's not much to really panzer. A rifle nade would be in order because you get the 2 shots, and a 1-man rifle nade is slightly more acceptable than a 1-man panzer. But a Pantherfaust, I wonder whether they'll pursue that tactic. We're waiting on the next allied respawn to see whether they will do. Jowis and Saint has gone back to field ops after panzering. And now we see, we've already had 3 minutes and 40 seconds. This is not looking too good for the UQ side. Raven Eye will push down this bottom level. Future coming in. Luger dropping Raven Eye. Saint hitting the deck as well from the MP40 frag. Though Jowis making his way through. Drops down. Thompson out. He's going to make his way around. US Army giving chase. Self-kill coming in. The Axis team now back up. They have 5 players there. And Mystic, who had made his way into that flag, self-killing. 1 grenade frag coming in. Future dropped. No give in. Not enough time. Saint coming in. 1-2 with a support fire frags. Jowis was picked off. Jaffu now above the bridge. Is above the flag. Is about to drop down forward. 31 there to stop him. There are a whole army of Hungarians there to stop him. Revive comes in on the engineer. That's US Army. 3 Taste players are there. Axis respawned not too far away as well. Mystic dropping down for the flag. They have that respawn time. They know he's got to go now or never. Oh, and Mystic gets caught in the Axis respawn for the 2nd time in a row. Axis for allied fire for effect is just outside the flag area though, and is too little too late. Support fire in from the Axis side just above the flag room. Nonix, Future, and CS41 are all in that flag room. Push further and further back. There's Saint going through. Capping the flag. Drop though. Covert ops. Surprisingly. And now it's going to be Jowis and Mystic coming through. Allied team finally having this flag. It took them 5 full minutes though to do that. Now they need that covert ops of Saint. Now they have to have that covert ops of Saint because they have to push through that door. Go and get that covert ops right now. They have not. And yeah, they have the covert ops and the uniforms have faded away. So, you know, make of that what you will. Dynamite down on the main entrance, and Ravenite is now going to toss those grenades across. Self-kill, and that wall is about 25 seconds away from blowing here. Time is 14 minutes and 38, 37, 36 on the clock. The UQ side have pushed all the way down. They're using the interesting tunnel feature that I've yet to work out its significance to, or its purpose. But here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom goes the Oasis wall, and now they have to be aggressive on this top level. They have to be very, very strong. UQ now up against it time-wise. The 5-minute set on that first stage, or 5-minute hold on that first stage by TaSe is very, very important. It's very, very good as well, and that allows UQ, that causes UQ a whole load of problems. Mortar was Saint pushing forward, didn't actually rack up a frag at all, and now UQ will go on through. It's going to be Saint to lead the charge as an engineer. Rifle nade is Ravenite, backed up by Field Up X-Spaz. No medic actually backing up this attack one bit, and because Jowis as well. The medics have pushed through the tunnel on their own, and now it's left the engineers and Field Ups absolutely no backup. Jaffo last medic standing will push through. US Army going to go through. Rifle nade by Jaffo, and now we see Ravenite X-Paz with absolutely no support outside the Axis respawn entrance. Rifle nade coming in from Ravenite, hitting a tree, and now we will see CS41 going through. There is X-Paz pushing forward. Thompson, Luger, headshot, boom, and CS41 coming in. And now Leno will go through. He is the covert ops leading the charge forward. But it becomes important on this new one. You need the covert ops now to blow the entrance. There it is. Koran frag 1-2. Oh, nicely done by Saint there. Coming in with a vital double Koran frag. And as far as I'm aware, you need the covert ops to blow the wall entrance. So that gives them a big help there. As well as Saint using that to spot some landmines as well. TaSe, though, having logic just outside the south end attack and using that perch position to clear out the back of the guns. In will come Mystic, drops underneath the command post, will push through. I think he's only got a pistol though, and the Axis side are going to spy Mystic now going in towards Axis respawn and running away as US Army drops 2 of his teammates. TaSe getting out of there. Where Mystic went, I have absolutely no idea. Mystic pushing above spawn, dropping 1. No, Nonix is out from a team frag as well. Mystic went for a self-kill. So, you know, interesting times here as UQ really try to get their attack together. Logic in with the Thompson, Jaffo coming in with his own. Palaka there as well. There's a rifle nade from US Army going down. Doesn't connect. Ravenite shows him how it's done, shoving his own rifle nade right down US Army's throat. And X-Pass, though, dropped by CS1. CS1 having a very strong game. Jawa's going to have to pick up his 2 teammates, as a medic does. And now we see Mystic pushing in towards Axis respawn, backed up by Saint. It's a 3-2 split. The question is, where is the other half of that split? The other half is still pushing around towards the east entrance and really doing nothing, contributing to a diversion or anything. So, you know, you need to do that at a timed moment. Jaffo coming in, X-Pass with a Thompson, Mystic dropped by Future's MP40, and as X-Pass goes around towards south, you know, it's just, let's go around from north to east to south, and you know, let's eventually decide where we're going to attack from. It doesn't get them anywhere. You know, it's a complete waste of a minute right now. As Logic coming in with the Thompson frag, dropping Jaffo. X-Paz now underneath the MG42. Jaffo is too slow on the revive. US Army have to go with the revive and with the reload. And now Jaffo is on his own underneath the MG42 position. Tace have one trying to give support. Zhao is backing away from medic, and it's raged down in the back by Palaka. Self-kills coming in from the Axis side. UQ yet really to mount an attack of any significance on either gun, and really they look like they don't have a purpose on this map. Again, they bypass spawn, they bypass north, they go around to the back of the guns, 2 engineers with still no medic to back them up. And the other medic is now going back towards north. And again, Raveneye and Zhao has gone past north, gone past east, going into south. Raveneye going to lead the charge in here, rifle nade out. He will hop across. Now to... No, he won't. He will drop down. He forgot to jump. And now Saint will drop the... Saint will now drop the dynamite down into the south anti-tank gun. North, though, is cleared. Saint has gone all the way across towards north. He can grenade across towards south from there. Question is, can he get it just in there at the nick of time? Engineer is not there. Saint, they know Saint's position. In goes the engineer. U.S. Army is there. 12 seconds left on that dynamite. Dynamite is being defused. It's U.S. Army. Fires in hand. Dynamite defused with a good 7 seconds left to go. Allied fire for effect down on the north anti-tank gun. That might have worked had Raveneye made the jump, but he missed it, and it caused them some big problems there. And let's see whether they can do anything about that now. U.S. Army going to construct that back wall, the garrison door, sorry, as we see Zhao is going through on his own. He's going to wait. He's going to join up with the rest of his team who are forward. It's X-Pass and Jaffa that he's meeting up with. Saint is pushing all the way up towards the north end attack, and again going past north over to east, where he spies himself Raveneye. But yet again, engineers, 2 engineers have no medics anywhere near them. They're both down. They're both gift, and the rest of the medics are with the field up now around east. UQ have to get some coordination down. It might have something to do that they only came back to full activity earlier on this week. That's one thing, but they have to get some coordination down. Otherwise, they're just going to get annihilated. U.S. Army now making its way through. Jaffo is there. X-Pass down. X-Pass give. Support firing from Palaka. Another rifle nade from U.S. Army. And the attack is just over without any significance. We're seeing U5 syndrome right here at QuakeCon 2005. U5 loved the outside. They absolutely loved the sand. They could build sandcastles. They could sit around outside the north end tank and be free. Catch some rays, catch a suntan. But it didn't really help them with the fact that they had to actually go in, they had to get the plant down the north and south, and they had to do all those things. And UQ having that same problem right now of, well, who needs a north anti-tank gun? Who needs a south anti-tank gun? We have sand. We can build sand castles. It's a very, very strong case. When you can build sand castles, who wants to do anything else? We have had a pause from the Allied side. We'll be right back here on ITG in just a moment.
Spare change. It's everywhere. Under the couch cushions, in coat pockets, all over the inside of your car, you name it. And with all that spare change lying around, you could book your very own server with Game Demons. For as little as $2.80 an hour, you can reserve a Half-Life or Unreal Tournament 2004 server when you need it, for as long as you need it. Especially great for scrims and matches for teams that can't afford the monthly rates of those other server hosts. Game Demons' new booking service allows you to rent a server exactly when you want to use it and pay as much as you would spend at the arcade for a night of DDR. Go dig those quarters out from under the sofa and book a server with GameDemons.net today. It's fast, it's easy, it's reliable. It's Game Demons.
And we're back here on ITG. We do have a pause. Joukis has a ping of about 300 and now 999. So we'll be back here on Inside the Game in just a moment while we try to work out quite what's going on with Joukis. This is some Cardigans and Favorite Game. I don't know, this is not a good night for the internet. There we go. Let's close IRC. But we're back here inside the game. Double rifle nade from US Army coming through, clearing house. Just chatting with Otaku from GameSense just a few moments ago, and he's saying, well, ToSpoT are playing well. Yes, they are. You know, my comment about Sandcastles was just that the UQ don't seem to be doing anything to challenge ToSpoT. And ToSpoT are just, you know, they're doing well, but they're not having to do much. They're just having to sort of, you know, watch UQ fall into bad positions and get annihilated. It's a very, very difficult position to be for ToSpoT, and Jaffo's going to come in with a revive on Raven Eye. We have 5 players around the back. Lino is going to drop a count. With 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go, you're not going to send an aggressive time either way, and now you've just dropped the dynamite down at the garrison door when south is still cleared. You know, they push into south. Saint on his own, you know, Logic comes around. What was that big bang I just heard? Oh, it was Saint tripping a landmine. He didn't have a medic with him. His medic is, you know, all the way around back at that garrison door still. I just think priorities are big time wrong here, and, well, we'll see. 5, 4, oh, double rifle AK-43. US Army ownage there. It's simply brilliant. He's dropped by his own teammate's grenade, and that's all that can stop him right now. His teammates. But his rifle nading is sublime. Raven Eye with a rifle nade challenging down one, but then dropped by US Army in Logic combination. US Army now going to build up that garrison door once again. And that dynamite was completely wasted, and that whole attack was wasted, and it, you know, it didn't get anywhere. They have 1 dynamite down on south, in which the attack was littered with mistakes. They couldn't cover it. And now UQ have to look at themselves and say, well, where are our attacks going wrong? And you know, the simple fact is, if we don't have a dynamite plant down in now 6 minutes, this is game over. Mystic gonna push through, self-kills coming in from ToSpoT, 5 for them. No one challenging the spawn. 5 people are just respawn, and absolutely no one is challenging that, which is a failure in my view. And now we'll push through. Logic with the MP40 frag, CS41 coming in as well. Xpaz and Raven Eye both drop. Future now up at the MG42 trying to spy himself an opponent, but can't do so just yet. And we look around the back. Palaka is there pushing through. We have Jay Leno going through on the back and just annihilated by Palaka, while the rest of the allied team are pushing forward in a different location. You know, Mystics at north, backed up by a proning Jauhis, and that's 2 medics. Where's the engineer? The engineer is now waiting at the north arches. Raven Eye with a rifle nade. He has 1 player going around to east. That is Mystic. Jauhis is now going that way, but Raven Eye is still stuck at north while his medics have left it. It's an interesting situation. Engineer and build-ups are stuck at north. Medics have gone around to east. Xpaz is down because both of his medics have now left it. You know, UQ are operating in an interesting scenario here. Let's send our people that need a revive to the spawn and east entrances, to the spawn and north entrances, while the other players will go to east. You know, not really too much because they're already dead. I don't understand it. Saint coming in with Thompson frag, dropping CS41. Saint picked off by Future's MP40. Jauhis with the Thompson coming through. ToSpoT is losing another one. Raven Eye skipping into that north-hand tank gun, dropped, and now almost skipped. Yeah, they put the Thompson shots in. They put the MP40 shots in, but he's still knocked down. Is there to be a medic to come and revive him? It would be shocking if a medic were to do so. He's tapped out, and now Logic will come through. There is Xpaz underneath the MG42, dropped in the back. Jaffo coming in with the Thompson frag, dropping Palaka, and still north and south crystal clear. And Paradia yet to send, you know, an attack to any location of any significance. You know, that's the cruel fact about this. You know, they sent 6 men around to the back of the back by the water tunnel's exit. That's great. You know, ToSpoT are going to be happy. Here we go, big push coming into the north ending tank on CS41, challenged down by Raven Eye with a grand frag. There is Logic grenade. Dynamite is yellow, but the medics have left Raven Eye again. I can't believe it. Jauhis was out there. 1 medic went to fight Logic. The other medic went to cover Raven Eye's back, but Raven Eye was dead. And they do have to look at this UQ, and it's the fact that, you know, the medic work is, you know, Jaffo, Jauhis, Mystic, brilliant shots. Sublime aimers, you know, no doubt about that. But Xpaz, Saint, Raven Eye have all been without a medic on all of the crucial attacks, and that time was no different. Your engineer's tossed his dynamite down, he's been blown away by a grenade, he needs a revive. One of them's north, one of them's going on to fight. It's not good. And here we'll go. Mystic coming in with that Thompson frag, dropping Nonix, and ToSpoT are going to push forward. 3 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Mystic down by the grenade. ToSpoT coming in. Thompson frag from CS41. And CS41 will be very happy with his performance on Oasis today. He has truly delivered a world-class performance. We have 3 minutes for UQ to save themselves right now. If they don't, then there's going to be a problem. as ToSpoT will have won the game. That's what it's all about. ToSpoT pushing forward. This is the group stages though, so it's not a knockout situation. ToSpoT going to send Logic up. He's just covering both north and south anti-tank gun. Jowas with the Thompson frag coming in. In will come Raven Eye towards the north anti-tank gun. No medic there to support him whatsoever, and as he skips in, the medic goes up past north. No, Mystic is now a Panzerfaust. Jowas is going into north now, backing up to Saint, but Raven Eye is already down and gibbed and is just sitting and watching his teammates do nothing. And Saint now is underneath that MG42, skipped way ahead of his medic, so US Army has devoured him. Jowhis and Jaffo are going to get devoured again by US Army. And now Jowhis is challenged down by 2 Axis players. And this is 6 on 6. Not 2 on 6, not 3 on 6. 6 on 6. Fight them man to man, hand to hand, MP40 to MP40. Just fight them without splitting up. Jaffo and Jay Leno are going to go around the back towards south. Jam is now going to make his way through Axis respawn. Remember, coming straight up after this is Korea Turin versus Mirage. Korea starts to turn heads. I wonder if it'll be as one-sided as this Oasis match has been. As we see Jauhis and Jaffu going around the back. You go to ToSpoT on the verge of an epic victory here against UQ, formerly known as Paradia, Euro Cup silver medalist side. Jaffo and Jauhis making their way through, grenade down, Mystic Thompson frag dropping Nonix. Jay Leno is going to go on in here, and as they push on through, CS41 is there, Jaffo and Jauhis coming in, Thompson frag a piece. Now they have to make this count to one of those north enemy tank guns or south enemy tank gun, but no. Palaka with the MP40 going in, X-Paz blown away by the rifle native US Army again. And they've got themselves up 2 frags, couldn't make any form of a push, and Raven Eye is now at the north, alone. And it sickens me to see that, because basically they're losing this because they're not a team. Right now they are 6 individuals with no team play. Dynamite yellow at the south enemy tank gun. Saint is in there, future drop by Jauhis, and X-Paz coming in as well. They need to make this count. Dynamite in at south. Saint is going to have to go across towards the north right now, but in goes Palaka with the grenade and the gib. Raven Eye is about somewhere as well. Is he around at the south? I can't quite lock down on him. Jauhis is going to try and cover south on his own. He has to do that because there's nothing left to help him. There is Palaka there too. He's just sitting on the balcony waiting there. US Army, is he going to go in for this defuse on south? Or is he just going to focus on the one objective that is north left? He is going to do exactly that. Roaming at the truck. Here we go, south enemy tank gun down. Here comes the UQ next attack. Raven Eye, Mystic going to push through. X-Paz down, X-Paz gib. Raven Eye pushing through while Mystic is metting himself up. Both down, both gib. Game, set, and match. Unless, in 12 seconds, Saint can do anything about it. Forward there we go. Jaffo and Mystic push around. That is it. UQ have lost. Unless, in that sound, north enemy tank gun we go, CS41 is there, NG was gift, there we go, game, set, and match. ToSpoT win, very rightly so. UQ have to do their homework right now because they are in a real shocking position of not being a team. This is ITG, we will be right back.
Good game. Dynamite planted.